everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I have some recent shopping finds to share with you as I picked up some pieces on our latest trip to Munich and also on another shopping day in Vienna. We went to Munich for the Drake concert and spontaneously ended up at Oktoberfest. It was so much fun. Make sure to watch this vlog if you haven't already. Today's video will be all about shoes for the fall season, so we're going to unbox two really nice pairs together. I would say we start with this big black bag here with the famous 6 white letters, Chanel. I think we all know that I'm a sucker for Chanel, and if I enter one of their boutiques, I hardly leave without picking something up. And this was also the case when I popped into the boutique in Munich. If you've watched my Munich travel vlog, you've seen me trying on a couple of shoes at Chanel, and one of them made it back home with me. They're obviously inside here. Let me put that down because that's quite heavy. This is probably the most comfortable pair of Chanel shoes that I own, but let me stop talking about them and get out that box to show you what's inside. So here we have the box in the usual packaging, a little camellia on top. Let's remove that and open up so that I can show you these beauties. I can't wait to share them with you. I think they are so stunning. Let me try to open this up without all the things falling out. So we've got in here a pair of caramel beige suede Chanel loafers with silver hardware lined with lamb shirling. Aren't these the perfect fall winter loafers? So cute, aren't they? Let me get out the second one so that I can show you the full pair. Here it is. What do you think, guys? I just think they give this cozy, comfy fall winter vibe. They are so cute and I'm absolutely in love with this color. I mean, I'm obviously a sucker for all beige tones, but this one here is really the perfect tone. Let me come a bit closer so that you can see all the details. Look how cute they are, and on the sole they also have this little CC, and this is the side view. I love that the sole is tone in tone with the shoe itself. It's like a perfect matchy beige tone. As said before, I tried on a couple of options. I can insert some pictures for you if you're interested, and also some very cute suede ballet flats. But these ones here were simply love at first sight. When it comes to shoes, I usually stay away from loafers, especially from leather ones, as they're usually so stiff and uncomfortable and pure pain, ripping up your heel with literally every single step. So far, I think I've never come across a pair of black smooth leather loafers, which is like a classic staple piece, which are actually so comfortable that you can wear them for more than 5 minutes. But as these ones here come in a soft suede leather and they're even lined with this fluffy shirling, they almost feel like house slippers. I mean, look at these. Quick comparison with my actual house slippers. I mean, they are not the same, but they somehow give the same vibe. Do you get what I mean? Super fluffy, super cozy, love it. I mean, actually, this one here is just exactly the opposite. They're inside out. Here you have the fluffy material outside and actually the not so comfy stuff inside. And these ones here have the soft material inside. So obviously these are a lot better, and they would also make a better slipper for the home than my actual ones from Zara, by the way. There's no info in the box. It only says made in Spain, but I think they're actually from last year's collection, from the fall winter collection. So I think it must be 24K if I'm not mistaken. Quite possibly the same collection, which also included my dark brown Chanel high boots. So it was truly a buy now or cry later moment, as this pair seems to be a leftover. It almost feels like this pair was just sitting at the boutique, waiting all the time just for me to come along and pick them up a whole year later. Must be destiny, I guess. If I could just change one thing about this shoe, it would be the hardware though, because I would definitely prefer gold over silver. But other than that, I think these are just perfect. I love the casual and comfy vibe, and the color is just so beautiful. Very easy to style up every look with this pair. Think of styling them with a pair of white, cream, gray, or maybe even light blue straight leg jeans. Throw on a cozy knit or a tee and you are done. A really nice elevated staple piece. How do you like them, guys? Leave me a comment. I would love to know your opinion about these. So this was a super spontaneous purchase. Now let's move on to the second pair which moved in lately, which was definitely a more thoroughly planned purchase and even a little bit of a struggle to get. This time we have a big white bag and therefore also a white box, so not from Chanel but from YSL this time. If you've been following along for a while and know me a bit, I'm sure you will know what's inside this box here. Let's have a look inside right away and afterwards I will tell you a bit about the background story of this purchase. It is another loafer, that's what I can tell you already. Let me get out one of them so that I can reveal the color. It is the YSL Le Supple Loafer in this gorgeous, rich, dark chocolate suede leather. If this is not the perfect shoe for fall, I don't know what is. Let me take out the paper here. They're quite classic and subtle as there's only that one little golden YSL logo on the outer side of the right shoe. Let me pick up the second one so that I can show you. So this one here is completely plain without any logo on it. So it's a little bit asymmetrical. Let me come closer again that I can show you a little bit better. So you see that the little metal plate logo is only attached to the right shoe and the other one just comes plain. They do come in a cognac colorway as well, but I definitely fell for this rich dark brown, which is my favorite color for the fall season. I could literally wear all dark brown outfits every single day without getting bored of it. What I love about these is their design. I've tried on so many similar loafers from more affordable high street options such as H&M and Massimo Dutti. I will insert some pictures for you to see. There were some really good alternatives, but for some reason I kept comparing them to the YSLs all the time, which have something about the shape which is just perfect for me. Not too formal, not too round and not too pointy, not too flat, not too chunky. Just the perfect shape and the perfect amount of casual chic for me. I've actually considered getting them last year already, but was not so sure back then if they're yet another overhyped trend piece or if they were really as great as they appeared to me at that moment. And then I missed out on them as they were sold out simply everywhere, online and also in all the boutiques that I checked. And when I was told that they will only be restocked in February, I kind of dropped the thought of getting them as I primarily wanted them for the fall and winter season. Therefore, I kind of gave up on them for the time being and postponed my purchase also to see if I will keep thinking about them or if I'll forget about them. And as we are sitting here today, me holding this pair of loafers, you can obviously tell that they kept living in my head. So a year later, I finally made the decision to make them mine, open up that YSL website, already happy as I saw that they're available in all sizes still this year. Hitting that add to basket button only to get disappointed by an error message saying maximum quantity reached, which I interpreted as it's not possible to place one or more unit into your basket, which obviously made zero sense because my basket was empty and I was about to add just that one pair to my basket. As this error message didn't make any sense to me, I decided to call the client service and ask them what's behind this error and if they have the shoes now available or not. Of course, there was no stock left anymore. They just messed up the website and put there the wrong text rather than just marking all the sizes as sold out. Of course, I asked them at least to fix this to not frustrate any other clients, but guess what? I just checked the website today, a couple of weeks later, and the message is still there, so obviously they didn't care. I couldn't believe that I was too slow once again and that I really managed to miss out on them in another year, so I gave it one more try and asked the client service rep on the phone if she can check if they're still available in my size in any of the boutiques, but she declined. So again, I gave up my hope, but once we were in Vienna a couple of days later, I felt like I should still give it one more try and just check. I mean, you never know, right? And guess what? They had actually both sizes available, which I wanted to try and compare. I think it's always like this. The moment you expect it the least, suddenly everything turns out how you wish it to be. Regarding sizing, I already tried these shoes on a couple of times here and there. Last time in Munich, but they always just had them available in full sizes and not in half sizes. But I didn't want to buy them before I could probably compare which size actually fits best. So I left the Munich store empty-handed back then, and then of course instantly regretted it when I learned that they are sold out everywhere again. There were basically even 3 sizes that I considered: my regular size, half a size up, and half a size down. Half a size up was definitely too big as I slipped out of them very easily. But my regular size also didn't feel 100% right when I was trying them on in the Munich store, where they didn't have half a size down though, so I couldn't compare. So in Vienna, I was finally lucky enough to find my regular size and also the half size smaller. And indeed, I ended up getting half a size smaller than my regular size, which is this pair here. At first, the half size down felt a tiny bit too narrow, which made me tend to take my regular size. But just after walking around in them for a few minutes in the store, I already started feeling how they stretch and how the leather got softer. So I was starting to get worried that if I take my regular size, that I will start slipping out of these shoes as soon as they get a little wider, which obviously is not ideal because then you can basically not walk in them anymore. But on the other hand, I knew that I made this mistake a couple of times in the past before to get shoes in a size too small, which is absolutely horrible and always made me end up selling them, which I obviously wanted to avoid with this purchase here. But I think in the end I made the right decision, because as soon as you start slipping up and down, it will just be a nightmare to walk in them and you will just get blisters on the heel. They have to fit, and this suede leather is so soft that it really gets wider in a couple of minutes. As soon as the shoe warms up a little bit, you will feel that they will start stretching. So if you're considering to get this shoe as well, I can recommend you to go half a size down. That's also what the essays at the boutique recommended me. And they were right. By the way, the essays also told me that this is the last pair in my size. We can believe them. We cannot, but in any case, I'm super happy that I finally found them in my perfect size. And with that, I think we have come to the end of this video. By the way, both of these shoes come with a smooth leather sole, so I will definitely bring them to the cobbler next week to get a rubber sole attached to make them less slippery and also to protect the delicate leather sole from the streets. I definitely want to make sure to keep them up in good condition as long as possible, because I definitely see me wearing these a lot. At least I hope. I have a good feeling that they will be comfortable. If it turns out other way, I will let you later and report back. So that's it for today's shoes unboxing. Little did I know that I would end up with even 2 pairs of loafers this season. I really do hope they will be as comfortable as I felt like when trying them on, but I'm optimistic as they are both made out of suede leather, which is a lot softer and stretches more than a stiff calfskin smooth leather, for example. Let me know in the comments how you like these 2 pairs and which ones you would prefer. And I would also be happy if you leave me a thumbs up or if you hype the video if you enjoyed watching it. I will try to find both pairs online and leave you a link in the description box in case you're interested in any of them. And I will also leave you some links to some really good looking, good quality, price-friendly alternatives, because there are quite some options out there, I can tell you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And I'll hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!